How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of ClimbingVlog. Let me take you back to a nice warm August day. Hair still freshly bald, just a little bit growing back. And parking spots next to the library were open and available, and there was a nice little gap to practice on. Nice little manual pad. So let's jump on in. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to manual across from that end to the other. And to anybody who's not familiar maybe with what a manual is, basically what it is riding with the board, two wheels on the floor, the other two are in the air, and you're just balancing there. You're not supposed to touch the tail or have your wheels land. And so I'm trying to ollie up and then manual across that little triangle. But because the way that it's set up is those parking spots come out like this, and so that triangle's like right here in the center of it, and so I've got to like manual and turn at the same time. Oh, got it! Yes! Ooh, kickflip. Okay, practicing nose manuals. What are you gonna do next? Okay, practicing a little, getting ready how to maybe nollie off. What do you got up your sleeve, Miguel? Gotta tie those shoes. Oh. Okay. So I'm about to try nose manualing across since I landed the manual. Nose manuals I've been pretty poor at. I'm not the best at nose things like nollies. Oh, okay. I'll jump across there. Alright. I think it's time to start practicing on that gap there. Yeah, it is. There you go. It just takes us a minute sometimes. Figure out what we're really going to be doing. Alright. Yeah, because I did that first ollie across super easy. So of course the next thing is going to be doing a kickflip across. Fun fact, when I was cutting all of these together, the amount of time that I wasn't skating, or like from me cutting here and popping up there, it's like 3 seconds. I know I've said I'm really bad at taking breaks, but boy, am I bad at taking breaks. I know I can do it too. Ah. Oh, with the toe drag. Dang it. Okay, I'm so close. Part of it's like a commitment thing. The other part is that I'm not going as far as it kind of looks like right now. I'm like barely making it across, so maybe I am. Oh, I'm totally making it. I've got the distance. Okay, another practice, another little ollie. So I think I'm going to talk about it at some point, but I think what the problem is I'm like jumping and like kicking my legs forward, right? And so I'm pushing the board further because my main focus is like getting across that gap. Because, you know, I don't want to land and have the back wheels not. Then I would just like fly forward. Wouldn't feel very good. So close. Yeah, I'm totally like, my head is looking at where I'm going. It's not looking at what I'm doing. Man. Always worse. Oh my goodness. And I almost forgot this whole time. Right, so I'm trying to get this kickflip and I'm going at it and I'm going at it. And I've got a headphone in while I'm skating here. Normally I've got like music going, but I was listening to this podcast before I started skating, and so this whole time right now, I'm listening to this podcast about sleep and like the importance of it and like different things.
So with that attempt, I feel like I got a lot of pop. I flipped it nice. I think I could land it using that beta. But what I was thinking about while doing that is what like makes the most sense, right? It's like I'm just doing the same trick no matter how fast I'm going. And so I tried to put less attention into the distance and like doing it forward rather than just doing it and doing it up. So I'm gonna see if I can try that again to get more pop over it. Because if I can get enough air and I'm not doing like a low kick flip, then clearing the distance shouldn't be a problem at all. It should just be like doing a flat ground kickflip. See if that works. My legs are pretty tired right now.
I'm going to try to focus more on doing the trick and doing it higher up and letting my speed just carry me across. Right? Just like if there was no gap beneath me at all, if I were to be rolling at that speed and jump, I would clear that amount of space. Right? So I just gotta focus on doing the trick thing. And just focusing down rather than focusing forward. Getting closer. It's like I just need to keep my right foot on. I'm not like committing or something. Something's not happening right. Oh.
I didn't fully stick on it.
Really close.
That was close. That was a lot better progress.
But see, changing the focus from like where I'm going to changing it down to like focusing on doing the trick. You can tell sometimes, you'll see my head looking a little bit different.
think it's like a weird shift in being able to like process what's happening under my feet or something. I don't know. But I noticed that when I'm looking ahead of me, I just need to focus on doing the trick right underneath me, so that way I can land it. Because I'm rolling, I've got momentum, you know? That one was so close.
Got it! Yes! Love that.
Got it.
Yeah, you did.
Got it.
Nice. All right. Heck yeah. Okay, so at some point during this, I switched over from that podcast about sleep, super informative, loved the podcast, was not the vibe while trying to skate. So I switched my music over at some point. But circling back to what I was saying, right before I landed it, what was I saying? Yes. Basically, so I had to switch over, right? I had to switch my thinking from like where I'm going to just doing it to actually focusing on like catching my board at the right time. So like really not even just looking at my foot, but looking at just processing more about what's happening right underneath me and focusing on the board instead of focusing on the gap. Because a part of me was still focusing on like kicking it and looking down, but trying to look at the gap while I'm going down versus looking at the board. So that was exciting. That's probably why I originally kept it in there, because it's really cool to kind of have like that breakthrough, you know? You like unlock the beta just a little bit more, and then you figure it out. And so to be able to like execute right after that, it's a good feeling. Especially how many times I tried it, right? Ooh, get him. So now I'm just practicing some flat ground stuff. I think I'd actually gone inside after this. I'd gone home. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I've got too much energy now. I'm too hyped. So I knew I was tired and couldn't do much, so I didn't want to, practice doing another trick over it or anything. But I was like, I can practice some flat ground. It's such a nice day. So back in the day, back when I was a youth, I used to be able to sometimes land nollie heel flips, right? I'm not very good at nollie things. I think I said that in this recording, may have been one of the past two, but for some reason I used to sometimes be able to get nollie heel flips. And you can see, like, I'm pretty close even there. So far I still haven't landed one now that I've been back to skating. And this little flat spot here, it's kind of funky to practice on because it slants downward, you can kind of see, but then it also slants downward like coming towards me, or like coming towards the ledge that the camera's at. So you gotta like, I don't know. I don't mind it too much because it's like, it's better to practice doing it in like different ways, so I have more versatility. But if it was like straight up flat, it'd be, I think, a little easier to practice. Sometimes use a little sidewalk space, but I try not to like be in people's space too much. Ooh, watch it. 180s are tricky because like yeah, like at 180, then I have to like pivot back. What I want is to like 180 and then just roll away. That like 15 seconds. Oh, okay. So I looked at my paper here. Earlier, it was 20 seconds between each attempt at like trying to kickflip over the thing. And that was 20 seconds of me like messing up, going back, taking a breath, and then starting over. Right now for these flat ground tricks, now it's where it's 3-second breaks. But sometimes you just like, you gotta get your energy out, you know? It's like a good workout. Let me tell you, after a day of skating, you feel it, man. It's all just about like, you know, repetition, practicing it. But I try to switch it up. Try not to focus on one thing too much because then it stops being fun. And I just want to have fun. Tricky, man. Tried a little 360 shove it. Oh, close. See, but my attempts are all over the place. I don't have like a strong beta for what I'm doing. I just somehow get lucky and have landed them in the past. It's like all these like basic tricks that you have to learn how to do in order to do like better tricks. Oh, kind of. Hey, there he goes. I knew you knew how to kickflip, Miguel. Still no dolly heel yet. There goes a nice shove it. The best feeling is when you do it and it flips just perfect, or even like that, right? You just like swap it across and it just like lands perfectly beneath your feet and you just roll away. Ah, it's the best. Or when you land a kickflip and you just flip it and you just like land bolts and you just like smack it down and it like whack because you just like, oh, that was a close one. It's a warm day. See the sweat glistening off of me. So that was it. So I got some cool tricks in, landed that kickflip across that gap, and then I put my board up against it at some point. But basically the distance from like edge to edge was about the distance of my skateboard as well. So that's kind of interesting, right? So I like gapped across that and did that manual, landed some tricks here. This was back in August, so I've been practicing since then as well. So I've been, yeah. So I'll go ahead and try to record some more things. Sometimes it gets a little tricky, but thanks for watching. If you've already subscribed, I do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Be safe.